have been going out and earning it themselves. I come from a place where the young man wants to be an athlete, but they forget that you have to have education as well. Only a few of us have goals. Where are my future doctors, lawyers, and teachers? I'm going to a place with beautiful, bright city lights. I'm going to a place where people have the same ambition as me and are striving to be something other than what society expects the black female or male to be. I'm going to a place with endless possibilities. I am beautiful and intelligent. I am, Deja Williams.
And God said, it is not good for man to be alone, so he created you. But somewhere along the line, someone changed your perspective and shifted your view. Like Eve, you listened to the wrong voice and took a huge, tasty bite of deception. Now your stomach's upset because your spirit won't digest it. No longer the man that walks in the confidence of ultimate artistic design. Submit your name change. We'll call this compromise. This is what happens when the Gospel Chronicles Everest at the top of your playlist. And the media has become your Bible. Searching for scriptures in magazines to be told that you are dancing lead in Satan's recital. But you are not her. And she is not you. Because we are called to so much more than makeup, hair, clothes, and shoes. And dropping it like it's hot, even if we're able to. We are women of a different status. 31 to be exact. We are content not looking like anyone else because we know our differences is not a reason to be jealous but God's fingerprints.
We don't run around talking about how there are no good men. We know that if we apply half as much effort on the inside as we do on the out, we'll stop drawing the wrong attention. Slow to speak, quick to listen. Receiving intervention from a higher dimension, seeking purpose, watching our God-given visions come to fruition, never forgetting that we have been forgiven much. So we eat, we live, we breathe, we give, we even sweat love. Always ready to hear from the women with silver hair. Seeds have been sown, and the wisdom saturates our soil, clipping our dead ends for growth. You'll find us always promoting unity, serving in our communities, using our gifts and talents as an all-glory to God opportunity. Wake up in the morning for the grind with the Most High on our mind, constantly being refined to make the exact of our architect design. We have no hearts. So here's the answer before the question. Any man that wants to harm will go to Christ knowing it's in his possession. Yes, we are beautiful and barefoot in the kitchen of grace, pregnant with purpose, baking up praise. Jesus is who we crave.
A waiting to come for a turn so we can deliver back what has been deposited. Knowing good and well one day we'll all be out. Mercy give a second chance so we ain't receive what we ought to get. We needed an intervention. Christ came to do loss prevention. On the cross he was stretched and fully extended. We have been given an extension. Hear me, an extension. Hear me. But the price is worth far more than the finest Indian ring. I know we can change things. I know we can change all the things we don't like, all for a simple cost, but Botox, like on implants, ain't got nothing on what was accomplished on that cross. Because you can't implant yourself a new spirit or lipo suck away your sin. You can't let ban your addiction and Botox away your depression. We all need him. It's time to change your status, 31 to be exact.
Don't be afraid of what's abstract. Let the Spirit of God be what attracts. We are women of a different status. This world we will impact. We are women of a different status. 31 to be exact.
I can see right past your intricate mask. Give you a sophisticated answer to any question you ask. Raise 1 to 10 children through struggle and strife. Run a major corporation and be a supportive wife. Convert with the big wigs and holler at you in the hood. Say, absolutely wonderful. Hey, it's all good. Put you in your place without saying much. I'm an intellectual sister, so address me as such.
Possessing the strength of the strongest foundation. My voice speaks in volumes heard throughout the nation. My hands bear doubt and turn them into hope, and these hands have cut society's limitation road. Because there's no limit on the strength that I possess, the determination I have, my courage of the West. The force of my power can be felt with one touch. I am a strong black sister, so address me as such.
My heart contains love in the purest form. Unconditional, absolute, and everyday reborn. My life is surpassed the most grueling test. It supplies assurance where there is unrest.
My love bonds, shapes, holds, and molds. It begins from birth to infinity years old. You can even feel it without a physical touch. We're two loving black sisters.
So address us as such.
The passion that is swelling, brewing inside, it rises to my surface. It never hides. Whether it's displayed when I take a stand or when it's seductively unveiled for my man. It can be overwhelming. For some, it's a bit much. I'm a passionate black sister, so address me as such. Intellectual, strong, loving, sophisticated, immaculate, affectionate. I'm not your hoochie, your female dog, or your 304. I'm a sin of life more than you'll ever know. I'm your sister, your auntie, your niece, your mother. And I stand beside you, not behind you, my brother. I come in different shapes, shades, and sizes. And no one can deny me when this sister rises. My style is captivating, thank you very much. I'm a beautiful black sister, so address me as such.
Thank you, Miss Coretta, for the great strength and dignity that you display. Since your wonderful husband was assassinated by the bullets of fear and hate, you know they killed him because of their ignorance. Thank you for not allowing anger and bitterness to engulf your very existence. Now that you're reunited with Martin, tell him that our right to be stripped away day by day, but his fight was not in vain. Tell him that although my generation glorifies drugs, debases black women in songs and calls us vulgar names, that his fight was not in vain. Our men no longer celebrate our natural black beauty. We have to have long weaves, small waists, and big old booties to twerk. The videos are so degrading. They mirror soft porn. Us black on television stations now, but that's all that's shown. Tell Martin that my generation apologizes for its lack of respect to his legacy and the dormancy of our elders. We might as well call this the civil rights of unmovement era. Tell Martin that although us as black people are making more than we've ever seen, that we squandered on diamond-clad teeth, 24-inch rims, and designer clothes due to our sagging self-esteem.
Tell Martin that our babies are growing up without fathers, and our mothers are catching buses just like he remembers. And yes, we continue to be judged by the color of our skin by America, but I worry most of the lack of the content of our character. Tell Martin, advise him that the granddaughters of the civil rights era are making their money as strippers. The grandsons are ignoring their sons and daughters and hanging and slanging on corners. They're going to jail in mass numbers, not for protesting, marching, or defying racism, but because they commit illegal acts to gain materialism. Our children are making babies now. Ignore education, committed felonious capers. I wish they would have read his Birmingham jail papers. Tell Martin that those in the ghetto are not the only ones forgetting his dreams. There are those who forgot where they came from because of a little cream, who refused to give back to the community because their motto was more for me. They've forgotten how to lend a helping hand, to help their fellow man, all the while thinking, if I can make it, you can. Getting on elevators with their noses up, looking down on offering their leg up. Some of us are even Republicans now, but that's a very exclusive black crowd, striving to get to the top of the ladder, to make their pockets fatter, instead of doing something that truly matters. All right.
Tell Martin that we still like to dance and sing, but not to Negro spiritual, because we got Beyonce drunk and love twerking her thing. This just might hurt poor Martin the most. It just might steal the deal. We as black people don't attend church anymore because we've gotten a little education and think that God wasn't real. Those of us who still believe, it makes us want to holler because we got a pimp named Bishop and a bishop named God. I don't know, Mr. Loretta, maybe you shouldn't tell Martin the art that he has done to make us free, equal, and just. We still might break to the back of the bus. I bet looking down, he doesn't even recognize us. We forget how to march, protest, and vote, but being the lines at the club, sporting the latest clothes, stilettos, hoochie clothes, Peaches rolls, Timbs, riding around with these cars with less tire, but more rims, dying to get in. Dying to get in so we can shake it fast, twerk, and drop it like it's hot, forgetting the respect and dignity that we were even taught. I never thought I'd think this up, but please don't ever give Martin your report. Miss Coretta, maybe you should just avoid mentioning my generation altogether.
Something's gotta give. Something's gotta give more than it takes, because the wind which we pace is killing the race. What good is the race that cannot break? Fool is looking for the break. Can we all just stop and take a break?
But wait, don't slam on the brakes. The wear and tear from the lack of care of the race may cause the race to break if we slam on the brakes because we did not contemplate what's at stake.
Something's gotta give. Something's gotta give more than it compensates, because we are taking way much more in than we can compensate.
You can't reimburse a mother for robbing her son's last breath.
Smoking your crystal meth, the sky sees depth. Could have taken a moment to contemplate and concentrate on brighter future in which you accommodate.
But you rather depopulate and manipulate and intoxicate the color, heart, and soul. You think you dominate? You think you big and bad because you popped the cap in another brother's head? Let's see how big and bad you are when you're thrown into another brother's bed. When you're locked up, blocked up.
Walking down the street, swag dripping on the concrete, shifting your feet with your pants down to your knees, with your drawers out. Better put them up to another brother, crime to these barbed wires, beat your brains out.
Something's gotta give.
Something's got to give more than the rhymes because it's one too many of us without jobs yet still have the audacity to hold out your hands to me. By me, I mean the taxpayer.
I represent the taxpayer.
I am the taxpayer. I pay my fair share while half of y'all sit and stare and fabricate despair, complaining about unemployment is whack.
When you feel like properly handling the employment you lack.
How the heck do you expect to collect when you neglect? It's cause and effect, so let's pause and reflect.
Think about the rare fare being handed out, or the fake hair being glued to your scalp, or when the iPhone 5 came out, or the new J's came about. You was first in line, but wait a second. Why hear your baby crying? Maybe because your baby needs to eat or stay cool in the heat, but you can't turn on your AC because they cut off your electricity.
Ooh, something's gotta give.
Yet still have the audacity to hold out your hands to me. Do you expect something, B? Do I owe you something, B? Oops, my bad, I forgot. I can't call you a B. But you can call yourself a B unless I call you a 5-star B, a hood B, a bad B. You're not a bad B, you're doing bad B. Is you mad, B?
Something's got to give more than a girl, because I am sick and tired of drowning in this generation's sorrow. Where the heck is tomorrow? Tomorrow is a lot like yesterday. I keep searching for tomorrow, but yesterday keeps showing up in its place.
How many times can we pump the brakes before we realize that the fluid is gone? For heaven's sakes, we're going nowhere fast. Nowhere too fast. We stumble free in a society where rocking Louis V is more complimentary than a college degree. Even diamond chains are for